Dear Mr. President, I'm sending this plea to you because I'm so scared and so afraid of your possibility of meeting Kim Jong-un within foreseeable future. By looking at Korean President Moon Jae-in, his popularity hikes up, rebounds over 60% after meeting Kim Jong-un in Pyongyang. What he has done is cheating Korean people and making such a propaganda and faking show. You love, Mr. President, you love the word of fake news. Yes, this is a faking show. Korean people become so much deceived by the word of denuclearization and peace of Korean Peninsula. Do you remember that? Please be careful. What Kim Jong-un used the word denuclearization is not North Korean denuclearization. It is the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. In Korean word by North Korean, 조선반도. His grandfather and his father and they have never said that North Korea will completely denuclearize or dismantlement of past and present and even future nuclear capability. He never said that. This time he said again, he repeats again, denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. That's the exact same word Kim Jong-un, Chairman Kim Jong-un, and South Korean President Moon Jae-in promised in Panmunjom's joint statement. Most of Korean people still cannot distinguish the difference between Korean Peninsula denuclearization and North Korean denuclearization. You know, there is a huge difference and gap between two definitions. The former, which means that denuclearization of Korean Peninsula includes any possibility of the usage of nuclear capability or training or strategic capability deployed in Korean Peninsula in the crisis of Korean Peninsula. Kim Jong-un considered that is a South Korean nuclear capability. When he said denuclearization of Korean Peninsula, he means that please get rid of this all potentiality and capability of and probability of using nuclear capability in Korean Peninsula introduced or brought by US troops in Korea or augmented troops from United States in the case of a Korean Peninsula crisis. He is not interested, even if he used the word denuclearization, he is not interested in denuclearization of North Korean nuclear capability. The thing which I'm so much concerned is, since Moon Jae-in meet Kim Jong-un, his plummeting popularity into down the level of under 50%, now plunged into over 60%, over 10% of increase of his popularity. He made it by showing all kind of event and shows. Korean people still expect this third summit meeting between North and South Korea may bring some kind of a plausible and tangible outcome of denuclearization. Wake up. We got cheated. If you want to meet Kim Jong-un with that ambition, by meeting him again, you want to increase, Mr. President Trump, you want to increase, you want to make your rebounds, your falling down popularity in United States, facing the midterm election. If you are so hasty meeting him, you are ruining yourself and South Korean security too. Please don't be deceived by the number of President Moon Jae-in's popularity after he met Kim Jong-un. You, as a President of the United States, you are the incumbent chief and chairman of administrating of the United States. But that is a temporary license for running United States. You are not the United States. Moon Jae-in also, Moon Jae-in is not everlasting Korean president. He is in his office only 5 years. He is not, himself is not the South Korea. He might have power and capability and even whimsical dictatorship to run his office up to his taste. If he enjoyed that, he gotta be responsible. What is going to happen after he get out of that office? Same. The same applies to you, Trump, to you too. I know what you are aimed. When you meet first Kim Jong-un, you have a great confidence you will change Kim Jong-un. And you can persuade him, hey, just get rid of 20% of your nuclear capability and warhead. You will accept that, your intention of denuclearization, and then we will help you to liberate yourself from the economic difficulty in North Korea. That will guarantee the continuation of your power in North Korea. That was your calculation. But listen, look, what's happening? He didn't listen to you. He understood what you are saying, but he doesn't have any intention or any will to listen to you. What North Korea wants now is the termination of a ceasefire. Ceasefire agreement. That's why between North Korea and South Korea, two summit meet. They try to lay out all the possibility and preparation which provoke United States inevitably should denounce, oh, there is no more war on Korean Peninsula, so we will accept the termination of a ceasefire. Are you really ready? If it is not, if you are not ready to announce ceasefire agreement, to termination of ceasefire agreement, don't ever attempt to meet Kim Jong-un. I know you are interested in sending Pompeo to North Korea. And by figure out what Kim Jong-un's mind at, what he really wants when he declared the denuclearization with Moon Jae-in. US should confirm two things definitely. Before even, touch the word of a ceasefire, termination of ceasefire agreement. First, please verify Kim Jong-un is ready to accept inspection, summit, hold a list of nuclear capability, nuclear site, nuclear materials, warheads, everything, without cheating. Very frankly, with a full-hearted honest. Second, if he does so, ask him, are you ready to accept inspection specialists from United States as well as IAEA? If he says yes. Third, could we bring all the specialists, not only United States and IAEA, as well as South Korea and North Korean specialists jointly sit down and verify the verification of denuclearization? Are you ready to do so? And are you willing to do so? If Kim Jong-un say yes, second thing is, please ask him. You promised, you stated once about a few weeks ago, North Korea will, when I said that Pompeo, please, Secretary Pompeo, don't go to North Korea anymore. This time, stop. When I said that August 25th, right after that, you said that, North Korea is ready. We are willing to do complete denuclearization by 2022 January. You said that with your own tongue. If it is true, will you reconfirm? Will you do that? By accepting all this inspection and verification, as well as following to the submission of a nuclear capability list. If Kim Jong-un say yes about these suggestions, yes, it's worthwhile to meet him. If he doesn't say definite word about that, he doesn't give promise to you, don't go further. What I mean is, don't try to meet him. Even if you meet him this time, your popularity will not increase, suddenly plunge into 10 or 12% above from now. Your meeting with Kim Jong-un doesn't guarantee you will win this midterm election war. Not necessarily. More severe obstacle is Mueller, Special Counsel Mueller. He grabbed your Achilles muscle. So you gotta be more pay attention to your own business in your country. Don't look at Kim Jong-un. Don't send him common. If you do that, you are another cheater, like a Kim Jong-un, like a Moon Jae-in. And again, please remember, what happened in Vietnam? You come up the conclusion you cannot win the Vietnam War. And you begin to pull out the troops. And finally you completely pull out your troops 1975, but 73. In 73, you agreed the peace treaty with Vietnam. The strategist who suggests that idea is Kissinger. Because of that, thanks to that, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, ask him again. I know you have quite a contact with him. You listen to his advice. Another Vietnamese of North Korea is, I understand, comes from Kissinger's strategy. But listen very carefully. After he advised this peace treaty, what happened? When you pull out the troop, you promised to Vietnam people, hey, if North Vietnam invade or, torture or give some trouble or provoke, the U.S. troop will be right away coming to defend the South Vietnam. You promised that. When you left Vietnam, what happened? Within 2 years, you didn't go. You didn't send the U.S. troops to Vietnam. So within 2 years, Vietnam become communized. South Vietnam eaten by North Vietnam. You see that lesson. If you agree, this coming UN General Meeting, General Assembly, or even after that, for the sake of the raising of your own popularity or solving your own problems, all the difficulties in your countries, by any chance, if you give any kind of a hint to North Korea, you agree to accept termination of war, termination of ceasefire. You are making South Korea as another South Vietnam. If you pull out U.S. troops, Vietnam 45 years later ask for U.S. help. Hey, now after that, we figured out communism doesn't work out. Now we need the money. We are going to open the market. Please help us. We need your help. I don't think if South Korea, Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in agree, change this country into socialist nation. Even President Moon Jae-in helping Kim Jong-un's idea to be absorbed South Korea by North Korea. If U.S. accept conditional ceasefire, termination of ceasefire, conditional U.S. troops pull out, that is the end. Think about the strategic value of South Korea now, as well as the Korean Peninsula, is bigger than the strategic value of Vietnam in 1970s. You cannot compare with that. If you want to contain and block China's expansion, Korean Peninsula is the most important strategic value and position under your control, as well as maintain U.S.-Korean alliance. If it is so, please don't dance with the wolf. which is Kim Jong-un. Please don't listen to the devil. Please don't listen to the witch who helps the devil, who helps the wolf, who gives the whole Korean people confusion by using the word, mesmerizing Korean people by using the false term of peace and false term of denuclearization. I hope you don't repeat, you President Trump, you don't repeat the same mistake with the temptation, because of the temptation of raising up your own popularity in United States by confronting 1.5 months after midterm election. You have to find out other way to win your election, midterm election. If you clap hands with Kim Jong-un, your dream of changing North Korea into another second Vietnam, which is now become free market and free democratic society, the temptation is completely disarray. The attempt will be completely in disarray. Now focus on North Korean denuclearization. Don't try to use North Korean denuclearization issue as the prey of your success in your power. It doesn't work out that way. I know many people send a similar message to you. I try to send this message through your Twitter. Unfortunately, I cannot reach you directly. Now I am pleading you by this YouTuber. I really want you have some chance to listen to what's going on, what you should do. Calm down. Hold back your desire to meet Kim Jong-un, if any, in this moment. If you win the midterm election, after that, you listen to more Korean people's, like people, unanimous people like me, no rank, no files in government, or no government attached, string of attachment to the government. Listen to them and figure out what is the genuine Korean people's thinking. Don't be cheated or deceive yourself by the Moon Jae-in's popularity, which is over 60% after meeting Kim Jong-un. That's all fake. That is a fake news. I genuinely want you understand what is my message. Thank you for the listening. Thank you for your listening. Hope, looking forward to hearing or finding out some reaction, positive reaction, not for me, but for my country. Thank you again. 감사합니다. 공감하시면 좋아요와 구독 버튼 꼭 부탁드리겠습니다. 그리고 이 메시지 혹시 재미동포들을 친인척 중에 재미동포가 있거나 친구들이 있으면 이 메시지도 좀 전해주시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다. 좋은 추석 되시기 바랍니다. 네.